Hello there. Just another INFJ ramble. Please excuse this huge mess in the background. I just got home and I kind of sort of started unpacking and putting things away. Anyhow, um, today's ramble is in regards to setting the tone. What do I mean by that? Setting the tone. I believe every morning when you wake up, you have the opportunity and the ability to set the tone of your day. I think most people allow other people to set the tone for their day, but you actually have the conscious choice and ability to set the tone of your day, if that even makes sense. And what do I mean by that? So when I wake up in the morning, I have a tendency, it kind of depends on my mood, but a lot of times I'll lie in bed and I'll slowly and organically allow myself to wake up. Most people, I think, um, get up like flustered and like, oh my God, I gotta get to work, and they start running around and stressing and tensing. That's how they set the tone for their day. But I like to set the tone of my day by getting up in a very peaceful and calm manner. And sometimes I'll lie in bed with my eyes closed, but I'm still very conscious and aware of what's going on around me. I'll listen to, the plants blowing in the wind, or the rain falling on the ground, or like the birds singing. And I'll calmly and gently wake myself up, you know, without any tension or stress. Because, like I said, you set the tone for your day. And I want my day to be as peaceful and productive as possible. And so that's my gift to myself every morning, to make it a point to set my tone and to wake up mindfully and peacefully. This also applies as you navigate through the day. Um, I was being, long story short, I was dining at a restaurant, and our waitress had an amazing air and energy to her. And as I observed her, I noticed it was the pitch of her voice or the tone of it. Also, the rhythm of how she produced her words. You know what I mean? So it was very calming, and she was helping set our dining experience. You know how you can pick up on people who are irritated, or I don't know, who have a lot of issues within themselves that they haven't cleared yet. It doesn't feel good to be around them. I'm just keeping it real. It doesn't feel good to be around them. I'm not saying they're good or bad. It's just, depending on what um, tune or tone or rhythm they're putting out, it can be off putting. Or on the opposite end of the spectrum, it can be very soothing and relaxing, you know? So I think, like, I don't know, and it depends on my mood also, but I've been told that people feel good energy around me. And I don't know why that is. I assume it's because of the tone that I've set myself at, and like, even if you like listen to this video, like, I feel like my tone is very calm and restful and relaxed. Also, the way I present my words are very mindful, so I'm not just kind of like blathering out like nonsensical things. I'm very mindful of how I am saying my words, what words I want to put out there, even though sometimes I get brain fog and I draw a blank, but I'm consciously choosing my words and how I'm presenting it to people, and that's how you set the tone. not only for yourself, but for others. And then when you go out into the world, um, just be mindful of the people that you are interacting with, and be mindful of who you are allowing to set the tone. Because a lot of times we allow people to drag us into their drama, and if you're aware enough, you can, tune into that right off the bat and then choose not to participate, and then kind of like use your energy to either alter the interaction or remove yourself. You know what I mean? And then those people can kind of migrate on to other like minded beings. Anyhow, that was my short little ramble for tonight. That you have the ability to set the tone. You also have the ability to allow others to set the tone. So it just is highly dependent on what you want to experience. And you can experience things in many different arrays. You could experience it consciously or unconsciously. Unconscious experiences, I believe, can be perceived at times to be very, how do I say, confusing and full of chaos. You know what I mean? But if you're conscious, then you can, choose not to let things or people or events to alter your tone or your pitch or your rhythm, because all it is energy, all it is light and sound, and you get to choose if you choose to be mindful and conscious enough to be aware of these things. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to stop. But if you learned something, that's great. If you didn't learn anything, that's great too. Um, Thank you for watching, and blessings to one and all. Amen.